If you do not find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. I see people put it on t-shirts, they put it on coffee mugs, but I do not think they actually understand the physics of what that means. This is not a motivational quote. This is a mathematical warning. Welcome to the most dangerous trap in the modern world. We call it the employee trap. Most of you watching this video are currently selling the only asset you cannot get back. You are selling your time. You wake up, you drive to a building, you sit there for 8 or 10 hours, and in exchange someone gives you a certificate of value called a paycheck. You think this is normal? You think this is how the world works, but in the world of the ultra-wealthy and the world of the 1%, this behavior is considered insanity. Why? Because time is a finite inventory. Imagine you owned a store, but you only had 24 items on the shelf every day. Once you sell those 24 items, you cannot sell anymore, no matter how high the demand is. No matter how hard you work, your income is capped by your inventory. That is your life as an employee. You have a ceiling. You can become a doctor, you can become a lawyer, you can charge $1,000 an hour, but you are still just a high-paid laborer. If you stop working, the money stops flowing. The machine turns off the moment you stop moving. You start dying financially. This is not an accident. This is by design. Let us look at where this mindset comes from. It comes from the industrial conveyor belt we call the education system. Think about your school years. What were you actually trained to do? You were trained to sit still for 8 hours. You were trained to memorize instructions. You were trained to raise your hand to ask for permission to speak, or even to go to the bathroom. You are trained to fear failure, and above all, you are trained to complete tasks given to you by a superior authority. These are not the skills of an owner. These are the skills of a compliant worker. The school system was designed in the Prussian era to produce soldiers and factory workers. It was never designed to produce capitalists. It does not teach you how to read a balance sheet. It does not teach you how to identify a competitive advantage. It does not teach you how to leverage debt or how to build a system that works without you. It teaches you one thing: how to be a specialized part in a machine that someone else owns. And when you graduate, you are handed the ultimate leash and is called the salary. Nassim Taleb once said that the 3 most harmful addictions are heroin, carbohydrates, and a monthly salary. He was right. A salary is a drug. It is a steady drip of morphine that numbs your ambition. It gives you the illusion of safety. You know exactly how much is coming in. On the 15th of the month, this predictability feels good. It feels safe, but it destroys your ability to hunt. A wild bird never knows when it will find its next meal, so it stays alert. It stays hungry. It learns to read the environment. A bird in a cage knows exactly when it will be fed, so it rests. It gets comfortable. It loses its instincts. Most people are like caged birds, living in safety but dependent on someone else for food. One day, the feeder might stop coming, and then the cage becomes a trap. We see this in every recession. We see this when technology changes. The loyal employee who sold his time for 30 years, suddenly let go. He is 55 years old. He has no assets. He has no systems. All he has is a resume that says he is good at following orders. And now nobody wants to give him orders anymore. This is a tragedy of selling time. It works until it does not. And when it stops working, the fall is catastrophic.